Unexpected Journey, Memoir of a Siberian Deportee by Juzė Avižienytė-Žukauskiene. Translated from Lithuanian and narrated by Giedrė Kumpikas, niece of the author, and by Isabelle Kumpikas, the sister of the author. Chapter 22, The First Funeral. It was becoming bitterly cold. The temperature fell to between -42 and -46 Celsius. The problem with food became more acute. 2 old people would come begging from Vostok and from Puti-Lenina. 1 or 2 women would stop by, and even though very timidly, would ask for a tiny bit of food just for this once. Our family was considered rich because there were 2 men and I worked in the office. And we were still successful in hunting up something to eat in the free Bolotovka, 10 kilometers from us. Women with small children were managing with great difficulty. It was especially difficult for the former teacher, Ignaciunienė. She had 3 small children, the oldest of which was only 6. The mother was exchanging clothes without foresight for almost any food. But how many clothes could a deportee have? Disregarding the cold, she exchanged a good winter coat for 6 pails of potatoes and 1 kilogram of butter. In exchange for a silk dress, she obtained some cotton from the medical assistant and made herself a 3/4 coat from a terry cloth robe. And with it, she went to work. During the winter, the old contingent coped with the work in the fields and farms, while the women who had been brought recently as not yet hardened were sent to in-ground cellars to sort potatoes. Many of them were frozen and rotten. Death appeared in our midst. A 40-year-old woman, Savitskiene, died. Weakened, undernourished, scantily dressed, since like everyone else, she had exchanged her clothes for food. The team leader sent her, already coughing, to sort those frozen potatoes. She caught a serious chill, developed a croup-type double pneumonia, and having been sick hardly 3 days, died. We gathered at the funeral, and we all cried. Czernowskiene, who had a beautiful voice, began a popular hymn, which probably every believing deported Lithuanian knew by heart. Maria, Maria, skaisčiausia lelija. Mary, Mary, O brightest of lilies. It was not a funeral hymn, but no one had a hymnal, and we did not know the hymns by heart. Therefore, we all sang this one with inspiration and in ecstasy, and when we came to the words, Apsaugok žmoniją, palengvink vergiją, išgelbėk nuo priešo baisaus, protect humanity, ease our slavery, save us from our terrible enemy, we all began to sob. The words stuck in our throats, the tears poured down in a stream, but still we repeated that verse one more time. Some Russians gathered and looked at us in astonishment and began to ask, "Who was the deceased that you are all crying so much? Perhaps she was of some famous person or a close relative." We mothers don't even cry so. We answered that she was a sister to us all and to some a mother. They, of course, did not understand that allegory. They did not understand the words of the hymn, and we thought that those words had been especially written for us, and we were calling for help with all our hearts from Mary, the Blessed Mother.